Detroit Lions bombshell. Breaking news. Lions fans, keep an eye on this. What just happened could change everything for the team, and you'll find out the details now, before anyone else. So pay attention and stay with me until the end, because this news is simply unmissable. But before I tell you this bombshell, I need your support. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, click the subscribe button and leave a like. This really helps our work and ensures that we continue to bring you all the hottest Lions news, always exclusively and without missing any detail. And look, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan and want to support the channel, consider making a donation of $10, $20, $50. Any amount makes a difference. With your help, we continue to grow and bring you even more quality content. Now, without further ado, let's get straight to this big news. The first major wave of 2025 NFL free agency has come to an end, and the Detroit Lions have maintained a measured approach, avoiding major moves on the market. Apart from signing cornerback DJ Reed, the team has prioritized keeping key players and letting some names seek new destinations. Levi Onwuzurike was re-signed, while Kevin Zeitler, Carlton Davis, and Ifeatu Melifonwu have signed with other franchises. With this, the team's needs have become more evident, and although new additions may happen in free agency, the draft becomes an essential way to complement the roster. Using Pro Football Focus Draft Simulator, we simulated the 7 rounds to project what the Lions could do in the rookie selection after the first week of free agency. Check it out. Lions 7-round draft mock-up. Round 1, pick number 28. Gray Zabel, OL, North Dakota State. The first round didn't offer an ideal option to bolster the pressure on the outside of a defensive line, so the Lions opted to bolster the offensive line. North Dakota State standout Gray Zabel impressed at the Combine and dispelled any doubts about his transition from the FCS to the NFL. Playing primarily at left tackle last season, Zabel has the versatility to play anywhere on the offensive line. For Detroit, he's a perfect fit at guard, where he could be an immediate starter and solidify the protection for Jared Goff. Second round, pick number 60. Shamar Stewart, DL, Texas A&M. While his numbers at Texas A&M aren't exactly eye-catching, 31 tackles, 1.5 sacks, 6 tackles for loss last season, Shamar Stewart is an intriguing prospect given his physical attributes. 6 feet 4 inches, 295 pounds, and 7 feet 1 inch wingspan. At the Senior Bowl, Stewart was named the MVP by an NFL evaluator. His versatility allows him to play both on the interior and as an edge rusher, a role the Lions expected from Josh Paschal and Onwuzurike. Third round, pick number 102, Ashton Gillotte, edge, Louisville. The need for a pass rusher pushed the Lions to look for a promising prospect. Gillotte, 6'4", 260 pounds, fits the profile the team wants, a relentless, powerful defender. Despite reducing his sack count from 11 in 2023 to 4.5 last season, Gillotte maintained the same volume of pressures, which shows a consistent talent in finding the quarterback. Fourth round, pick number 130, Pat Bryant, WR, Illinois. Tim Patrick re-signed with the Lions, but at 32 years old and with a history of injuries, the team needs to plan for a successor. Pat Bryant is a 6'2", 200-pound receiver who shined in his final season at Illinois, 984 yards, 18.2 yards per reception, and 10 touchdowns. With a strong performance at the Senior Bowl and a meeting with the Lions front office at the Combine, Bryant is emerging as a strategic addition to the future of the receiving corps. Sixth round, pick number 196, Caleb Branshaw, S, Tulane. Melifonwu's departure leaves the Lions with a hole in their safety depth. Caleb Branshaw is a name that could fill that void. With an impressive 4.33 40-yard dash time and a 3.4-foot vertical jump at the Combine, he showed off some remarkable physical attributes. However, his coverage performance is still an unknown. His ideal fit in the NFL would be as a more physical safety, prioritizing defense against the run game, a role that Melifonwu excelled at in Detroit. Seventh round, pick number 228, Dylan Fairchild, OG, Georgia. Fairchild was a 2-season starter on Georgia's offensive line, facing elite SEC defenses. While he still needs to improve his physical strength, he is an aggressive and committed blocker. With uncertainty surrounding the future of the Lions' offensive line, adding Fairchild is a surefire way to strengthen the roster for the long term. 7th round, pick number 244, Oron Gatson II, TE, Syracuse. The Lions' tight end position is led by Sam Laporta and Brock Wright, but the team needs a third name to complete the group. Oron Gatson II is, in practice, a receiver who lines up as a tight end, having had 2 seasons with more than 60 receptions and 930 yards at Syracuse. Although he is not a natural blocker, his potential as a target in the air adds an interesting element to Detroit's offense. With this simulation, the Lions are focused on strengthening the roster for the 2025 season with names that can make an immediate impact and others that offer potential for the future. The next phase of the offseason may still bring changes, but the plan is on a solid path to keep the team competitive in the NFC. The Detroit Lions surprised many by not investing heavily in the pass rusher position during free agency. As a result, the team still has a worrisome hole on the defensive line, especially when we look at the current scenario and the challenges the team will face next season. The only solid bet on the roster at the moment is Marcus Davenport, but relying on him as the main solution brings risks. The reason? His injury history is an undeniable problem, as he has played only 6 games in the last 2 seasons. To make matters worse, Zadarius Smith was unexpectedly released, and even though Aiden Hutchinson is a big name, he is in the process of recovering. This leaves the Lions with few reliable options at the edge rusher position. Given this scenario, Pro Football Focus, through analyst Max Chadwick, pointed out that the defensive end position remains the team's main need after the start of free agency. The analysis is straightforward. While the Lions have a Defensive Player of the Year candidate in Aiden Hutchinson, the other edge rusher position is an unknown quantity after the release of Zadarius Smith. Marcus Davenport is the projected starter there, but he has played in just 6 games over the past 2 seasons due to various injuries. With the market for veteran pass rushers all but exhausted, it's becoming increasingly clear that the Lions' best chance to bolster that position will be through the draft. Among the names most likely to be considered for the team, one player in particular is starting to catch the eye of experts as a perfect fit for Detroit: Donovan Ezeuruaku. As the mock drafts progress, the edge rusher position is solidifying itself as one of the Lions' first-round focuses. Interesting names emerge as viable options, but Ezeuruaku emerges as an especially intriguing prospect. During the NFL Combine, Ezeuruaku demonstrated physical and technical attributes that make him a promising fit for Detroit's defensive scheme. His performance in the 3-cone drill and his short shuttle time have caught the eye, with the Athletic's Dane Brugler noting that he has further cemented himself as a first-round prospect. His numbers from his last college season are also impressive: 16.5 sacks and 21 tackles for loss, in addition to being named ACC Defensive Player of the Year in 2024. Ezeuruaku has a physical package that is favorable for the NFL, with long arms, 34-inch, and a solid athleticism for the position, 1.88 m tall. Although he is not yet a well-known name among fans in the Midwest, Ezeuruaku could end up being the perfect answer for the Lions. He represents a long-term solution for a part of the roster that is in dire need of reinforcements. With a productive history, elite physique, and sharp technical skills, he could be Brad Holmes' next big pick in the NFL draft. If Detroit does indeed follow this path, fans can expect a dynamic defender who is ready to make an immediate impact on the team. Could Ezeuruaku be the next star for the Lions? The answer may come on draft day. Leave your opinion in the comments below. Until next time.